So everybody, welcome to the D&D Super Slam! I am, of course, Void Forever. I am our rogue. We are continuing our campaign that we had for about, what, 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago?
Yeah. Vacation.
Vacation. We will... it's not called Vacation. Wouldn't that be awesome? Write a D&D version of the Vacation movies?
Chevy Chase could be an NPC.
Yes, he could.
Yeah. I'm good at playing douchebags, too.
We'll get back to you on that one, stream. So, I am Robert Bach...
No.
Bach.
Why do you, thank you.
Stabor.
You always say it wrong.
Bach Stabor.
Yes.
I am the party's rogue. A guest tonight is Special guest. Mama Void. What is your character?
I'm Marin.
And
she's a druid elf.
Okay.
Who kicks ass.
What is
and
her
what can you
special
do?
power?
She turns into a lion.
Yes.
Gamer Kirei, my girlfriend. What is your?
I don't have a name.
Oh, that's right. She's nameless. The nameless murderer. I forgot about that.
Nameless.
Okay.
You don't have a name? No. What do we call you when we want to talk to you?
Hey,
Don't
you.
talk to me. I talk to me.
She was so mean to me.
All right. She's our ranger.
Yeah.
And she is a dwelf ranger. And Catzi, my sister-in-law, what are you?
I am Ozzy, the Vengeance Paladin.
Okay.
Vengeance.
I'm gonna need to edit. The YouTube description because I put you as a cleric.
Oh.
That was my bad. It's
That
okay.
was your
It's
bad.
completely editable. It's just text.
No, it's permanent.
It's permanent.
It's canon now.
It's on the internet.
It's done.
Could you switch to cleric? That would be super
Did you
helpful.
upload the original episodes?
I did.
Oh,
Just today. Just
Just
today.
today.
So yeah. Oh, Elvis hosting us. Thank you all. Anyways,
So what's that, 2 viewers?
I think one viewer.
And one of those is Elf.
One of those is Elf.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all good.
Thanks, Elf.
Thanks.
For hosting yourself.
Well, if anyone goes to his channel, they'll see me instead.
If he goes to his channel, he'll come to you instead. I get you.
All right. So, Mama Void, if they keep the same mentality from the last session, are they planning on killing you after completing the quest?
Well, none of us are. Well, maybe Morg, but.
Oh, and I guess we should introduce our DM,
Oh, yeah.
Crono.
I'm kind of a thing.
You guys hear his voice quite a bit on my stream. You don't see his beautiful face quite as often. I can see the cameras are flickering. My idea is shot to
I told you
hell.
they were flickering. And
My idea is
You
shot to
ignored
hell.
me.
That's okay.
To finish the sentence, though, you don't see my face because I don't stream because I would take all of your viewers away.
Yes, apparently.
All two of them?
All two.
Wow! You're a terrible mother. You're a terrible mother.
Well, I had to, you know.
When
I
my
know, that was a bad thing, but it was kind of funny.
So when my brother was growing up, he was in band, and he's like, "Mom, will you come to my pep game?" And Mom would be like, "What, with the 2 other people that are there? Fuck that!" So she was always very supportive.
I was just being humorous.
Not only did you diss me, but you just dissed 7 other people because there's 9 in there right now.
Oh, well then I should apologize.
Mama Burn.
Mama Burn. The raging. So yeah. Anyway, she brought you into this world. She can damn
And
sure
I can
take you out of
take
it.
you out.
Not anymore. Maybe when she was 20 years younger. Now I'm pretty sure I could just like skip, and she'd be swinging her cane and.
I don't know. I have the cane.
I know you have the cane.
It might be the great equalizer.
Yeah? Is it a sword cane?
It could be.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But it might be.
But it's not.
But now it will be.
Really? Just because you will it to be.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting her one for Christmas.
You need a cane.
She's all into D&D now, so I gotta make sure that I get her some D&D appropriate equipment.
That's true.
She needs a cloak.
Everyone needs a
Everybody
cloak.
needs a cloak, really. Even if you're not playing D&D, you need a cloak.
It's true. It's true. All right. Enough banter.
Yeah.
let us...
I'm sad that B&T isn't here.
I mean, he's here. He's just not talking.
Yeah. Hopefully,
older people fight dirty.
Well, we have to take advantages where we can.
Yeah. Fucking D&T's got you nailed.
buried.
No, or buried, excuse me. Not B&T. We don't know where B&T is. He's probably dead.
You do that to the poor buried all
Just
the
like
time.
Pizer.
I know. I fuck up Buried's shit all the time. Now
Buried's the
I
one who
can
plays Nader constantly, isn't he?
Buried?
Yeah.
No. Or
Is it
yeah.
B&T that plays Nader all the time?
No, you're right. He does play
Buried, yeah.
Nader all the time. Now my cat's freaking out. That's great.
There's too many people. She's stressed.
Muggers.
Mog, can you
She's stressed.
go away? Okay, good. That's working. All right. So we have chat on our phone. I can stop. I can start ignoring you guys. Shall we part the veils of reality?
Excuse me, that's my line.
I'm sorry. Are we gonna give a recap?
Yeah.
Okay.
But first I have to part the veils of
The
reality.
camera's right there. Good job.
Yeah, I parted them.
Good
Did you
job.
see I parted them? I parted them. They're apart now. Yes, so, last time on unnamed campaign, because I have no name
On
for
the
it.
D&D Super Slam.
Wish we had Morgan Freeman to do a recap for us.
Wouldn't that be
on the
nice?
previous session.
That would be cool.
Could
He
you
has a
call
great
him and see?
voice.
I could put him up on stream real
Could
quick.
you tell him that?
I don't know that any of us can do his voice.
No, I definitely can't do Morgan Freeman's voice. You want to know how I know that? Because I've tried.
You tried.
You want to know why? I don't know.
When you tried, were you reading the phone book?
No. So last time, Robert Buck-Sabor and Osley hopped off of a boat. They received an assignment from Assistant Director Giuliani. He's running for mayor
Yes.
in New Yorkshire. So you guys arrived on boat in New Yorkshire, where you're going to meet a contact named Juan. Juan, great guy. Real fond of Giuliani, but Giuliani's not fond of him.
No, that poor guy.
He took you to the New Yorkshire Protection Division, where you guys met up with Franklin Colombo, Detective Franklin Colombo, who was heading up the task force in investigating some kidnappings that had recently been going on with noble women. They hired on an expert, nameless over there, because, you know, she's an expert ranger tracker. And also in the office was Marin and her dear brother, the hero, the true hero of our story,
Do you
Aelin.
even feel remorse? You probably don't. We're
No, I
happy.
do. I feel additionally bad because we made so much fun of it.
After finding out some information from an African American that was in the police department.
For
Named,
reasons
for
unrelated
reasons unknown.
to crime.
Yeah. Good old Tyrese, who actually Void here was able to help him get a job because he was homeless, and he got him hired on, and Tyrese is very thankful for that.
Yeah.
Tyrese actually stuck with you guys all the way through.
Until we got to the
Yeah.
crypt and he took his friends
Took
out.
his friends out of there. So yeah, Tyrese was able to kind of help the group find where some activity had been going on with this mysterious Dwelf figure who was involved with kidnapping these noblewomen for some nefarious deeds. So it took you to the graveyard, where you guys found some information about the grave. Good old Gravy. Poor Gravy, the gravedigger.
That dude just did not deserve what befell him.
He certainly was a nice guy, and it appears that Mama Void's other brother, youngest brother, Etrian, was actually
Bastard.
involved and murdered Gravy. Just sad.
It's terrible.
Poor Gravy.
Runs in the family.
He's just trying to take care of his sister, and it's just sad. Anyway, while you guys were headed into the graveyard, you guys ran across some grave robbers. The mother basically eviscerated like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. The fuck was that?
Horn.
Try Office 365 for 1 month.
Great.
So I have Windows 10 now.
Seriously?
Yeah, it actually works all right. It's better than 8.
Well,
8's
okay.
garbage. 8's
True.
garbage.
True.
So you guys came across some grave robbers, which you made short work of, and stumbled across an old friend, good old Mick Flanagan, Michael McFlanagan, the Irish gnome.
He was very concerned that we had a lion.
Yes, he was.
You got a lion?
That's a lion? Shit! You're a fucking dragonborn? I got a lion! Oh, speaking of which, you have your die roll for the day.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and
Oh, yeah.
so it's 3d20, and you take the highest one.
15.
15.
So good.
Not as valuable as Nathan made it.
No.
Nope.
Didn't he roll a 20? He rolled a nat 20, didn't he? That he got to store.
Why did she?
He
just
used it to
do
fucking
that?
destroy fucking
I know.
Jonathan.
It was ridiculous.
Why did she just roll that?
She's got
So,
that coin.
McFlanagan, when you
Charm.
saved him, he gave you guys a special magic item that she is using, and so
Okay.
every day, start of a new day, essentially, she gets to roll 3d20 and store the highest roll
Okay.
that she can use at any point. So it's just
To
a special item.
replace another bad.
Yeah, so if she rolled like a 1 or something, she'd be like, fuck that, I'm gonna roll a 15.
Okay.
So McFlanagan, trying to go straight, he wants to be a jeweler. You guys headed into the mausoleum after saving McFlanagan, and which McFlanagan recommended that you see him at some point because he's starting up a shop. So,
Oh god.
because he's gonna be a jeweler. And within the mausoleum, you found some reanimated corpses, the 12 corpses, that you guys made pretty quick work of.
Well, I mean, there were 12, so they weren't any, threat.
Any threat, major threat.
Piss off the nameless one. I'm sitting next to her
The brother.
I have to sleep in the same house as
The
her.
brother
in the
killer.
same bed.
True.
That's
Well, not necessarily.
Not every night.
I could be sleeping on the couch, potentially outside the door. Who knows?
Look at Buried.
It's not knitting.
I'm not knitting.
It's crochet, dude. Now you're sleeping on the couch.
So in the mausoleum, though, you guys came across some interesting items.
I love my cat.
Yeah, Ani.
Oh.
Ani, the onyx cat.
Yeah.
The onyx cat.
And he's in your backpack.
However, it did come at a
He's-
cost.
he's mad
because
at
you
me.
got lit on fire during that.
Well, I mean, it's
But-
merely a flesh wound.
Mother came to the rescue with Create Water.
I did.
And created
I-
water
yeah,
all.
I saved you.
Yeah.
Honestly, for Ani,
For
it was
Ani, yeah.
worth it.
So the mysterious onyx cat just appears to come to life on its own whim. So
Yeah.
it's an interesting magical object, which later on actually helped you. You also came across a pretty vengeful specter, Little Willie, who
Poor Willie.
was
Oh, it's
brutally
bad.
murdered by
And raped.
yeah,
and raped.
he was diddled. He was
He was
definitely
diddled.
diddled by Jared. Works at Subway Inn.
Subway Inn,
Yeah.
correct, yes.
Subway Inn. Which you guys ended up deciding we're gonna let you be for now. He
That's fine. I'm just spamming.
Oh, okay.
spamming.
I'm spamming.
Spammy spams.
And finally, you came across Tyrese's other friends and actually were able to set them free. So Tyrese kind of hightailed it at that point because he got out of there with his buddies. And then you came across the tragic ritual that was happening. The
Wait.
6.
We came across a room that had a lot of treasure in it.
Yes, you got treasure.
Okay.
Yes, that's.
You were going to give us this treasure.
Yeah. We're gonna start the session in order for you to get the treasure.
Okay.
All right.
Shit blew up. If you
Yes, it
recall,
did.
At the end.
Yeah.
But we saved
Saved
the
the
treasure. It's fine.
Not my brother, but we did save
Well,
treasure.
your
Speaking
brother
of
was
which-
certainly a treasure.
Yes.
He helped us very much.
He did. He saved us.
We killed those zombies. I was watching the videos, and after we killed those zombies, he was all, ha-ha!
I know, but we should not have made fun of him.
Well.
because now
Well, we
he's
should not have killed him. Oh, I'm sorry. You should not have killed
kill
him.
him.
You saved the
Have you
damsels
got
in
to
distress.
that recap yet? Because you
Did you think that maybe those women don't want to live because now their babies are baby pentagrams?
Yeah, so
Actually, I
that
kinda
was
did.
a pretty ugly ritual. Basically, the Dwelf Mage and Etrian murdered the noblewomen's 6 infant babies for
that
the
might
ritual.
cross the line a little bit.
Yeah, they really did. Those are awful people.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. It's a good thing I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Because you could not possibly conceive
Uh,
of anything.
What? We had a general store called Walmart. The guy who ran it. It was called Walls.
With an H.
Oh, Walmart! Yeah, I get.
It took you a second.
I missed the
It
H.
took you a second.
So yes, the ritual was going on, and we found out that Etrian, Mom's youngest brother, not a happy camper.
Not a very nice guy
No,
either.
really seems to have
Definitely
a
not.
problem with not only Mom but also the government itself, and it looks like they were trying to recreate the destruction of the kingdom, kind of like Dwelftopia. So luckily, you guys stopped it. They
got away.
They escaped, but not without causing some damage, though, and maybe some heartache here, because the ritual still was partially completed, which was going to cause some pretty massive destruction. And at the last moment before Etrian left, he loves his brother still. I mean, for all his oldest brother was always kind to young brother Etrian, so he threw a statue over to Aelin to protect him and keep him safe. But Aelin decided that he had to save his dearest sister instead, and
his
she
sister watched him die.
yeah. She had to make a difficult choice because it was either save her older brother or save the poor 6 noblewomen, and in the end, Mother decided to pick the noblewomen over her
It's
blood.
because my brother,
He asked her to. He asked her to save
He was
the noblewomen, so
brave and noble.
he was very
so
brave.
I am hoping that maybe he didn't die.
Oh,
Oh, he's dead.
I see.
He's a crispy critter. There might not even be bones left. How the movies depict people who got hit by a nuclear explosion where there's just the shadow on the wall but nothing left?
That's what happened to Aelin.
Pretty sure that's what happened to Aelin. Just saying.
Oh, we almost forgot. During the ritual that was going on, you guys were fighting a giant flesh golem
Oh,
that
yeah.
you wanted to throw Ani at.
He wouldn't fucking... Alright, I know that Ani and I have some work to do in our relationship. I understand
Ani's
that.
a female, by the way, so
It is, okay.
it is a female.
I know that Ani and I, she and I have some work.
You might have some trust issues coming up here.
I feel like this is a representation.
She's-
So you fuck up the relationship
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, there's BNT.
I've been lurking. Okay, good. We got BNT.
Believe in the Aelin.
Believe in A. Poor guy.
What did Sen say? Plot armor couldn't protect Aelin.
Yeah.
And now here's where we will begin. So the last, as we ended before, a massive explosion, basically white light enveloped your vision, and you all fell into unconsciousness. You all awaken, and it had been evening before when you guys had entered the mausoleum. You awaken to sunlight actually splashing down upon you. Which is odd because you were underground pretty
I
deep.
was just gonna say.
You were like 15 feet underground.
And so that kind of blew the. We aren't underground anymore.
So you were where you were before, but you awaken to, and you're all kind of waking at the same time, and see that the entire mausoleum around you has just been completely erupted into explosion and stone, and everything has crashed to the ground, and it's a miracle that you're not covered in a shit ton of debris, so the shield evidently had protected you from the debris as well as the explosion. although it was an outward explosion, so a lot of the debris is really off and around you. You're very easily going to be able to make it out of the mausoleum because it's.
Because
You
there's
just
no
walk up,
ceiling.
I do have a climber's kit if we need it, depending on how deep we are.
You see, there was that crystal ball that appeared. Most of the magics appeared to be resonating from. It lies on the ground, shattered in just a.
I was going to say, we cracked it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
cracked it.
we
So it
did.
had shattered when it exploded, and a perfect circle of crystal dust and shards are left around where the ritual pentagram was. No baby corpses. That's good. So
I
they're
wonder
all,
why.
They're all gone now.
Swept them under the rug.
Well, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe they're not going to pop
We'll
back
just
up,
tell the
are
women
they?
that their children have been sent elsewhere to grow up.
No, they watched.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they know.
That's too bad.
As Marin awakens, she remembers the difficult decision that she had to make, and remembers her brother, Aelin the Great, Aelin Clooney, salt and pepper hair. But
he was good
that-
with the sword, too.
He was not great with the sword. No, let's be honest. But
He looked great with a
he
sword.
did, yeah.
He wielded it
He
nicely.
looked great.
He did rescue the 6 noble women, and they are unharmed. They are unscathed. I mean, aside
Except
from
for their babies were dead.
physically,
Okay.
they're pretty good at this point. They are unconscious still. You guys you're adventurers. You wake up much sooner, and you wake up at the same time as adventurers. That's a thing.
Our constitution's
Yes.
a little bit better than women who just gave birth.
The statue that Etrian had given to Aelin and then Aelin had thrown to you is still intact it's still in your grip, but the magic from it appears to have kind of dissipated at this point. So you have a memento, but it's from your younger brother, so I don't
So
know.
I know I'm not real happy with it then.
But you do have the statue, so it was Etrian's.
How's it
It's,
feel, killer?
What?
How's it feel, killer?
I recall taking a long time to make that
I recall you
decision.
going, you not taking that long at all, actually.
Anytime you make your girlfriend stop picking on
I can't make her do anything. Have you met this woman?
you.
Jesus.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, so we're waking
So you have the
up,
statue.
and I have the statue from that
and-
loser brother of mine.
And it's the statue. The statue. It's actually it's a trophy. It's a Beekeeper of the Year trophy, but it's a participation award.
Oh. He wasn't very good.
He's even not a great beekeeper.
No wonder he's so pissed
I
off.
was gonna say
He's not good
apparently
at
he
anything.
can't do much of anything.
Yeah, he couldn't
except
even blow up the city
evil.
properly. What if...
Although it's interesting that they have a participation award for Beekeeper of the Year. So that's interesting.
That's because in his village, in
Well, you
our
tried.
village, we
You
wanna
gave it your best go.
reward- That's right. We want to reward everybody.
Here's one bee. He's like, look!
That's dead. No, it's sleeping. Robert, you actually notice that your pack is wide open.
Oh no!
And
That's where Ani was.
some of the
Ani's very
contents have
upset.
kind of spilled onto the ground, and the onyx cat statue is missing.
No! Ani! Ah.
You actually do spot Ani, though, about 10 feet away.
Giving you
Okay.
the finger while he's
Yeah, he's like...
He can do more than the finger. She can do more than the finger. She fucking shot fire lasers out of her eyes.
Yeah.
So you actually see the little onyx cat figurine resting on a pile of stones about 10 feet away.
Okay.
And is she looking comfortable or angry?
She's in her statue form right now, right?
She is currently, yes. And
There was
under,
something.
so she's kind of on sitting on top of a pile of rubble, and underneath her is Aelin, who is unconscious but appears to be alive.
Oh, look.
Brother.
TNT!
I hoped that would happen.
BNT's probably
You hoped that
thrilled.
Ani would rescue Aelin?
Well, no, I didn't know that. I just hoped that somehow he would still be alive.
Does he appear hurt at all?
Well, you would have expected he'd be incinerated or blown to pieces.
Okay, well, I mean, aside
But he's not.
from the obvious.
Yeah, he's not. He was injured by the flesh. The flesh wound threw him against the wall, so
Smashed him.
he definitely was injured. You don't see any blood, like leaking onto the floor or anything. He's got blood smeared across his face a little bit.
Who's a healer? I can heal.
Yeah, you can heal.
We have to heal Aelin.
Yes, you can. At this point, as you guys have all kind of noticed that Aelin is laying against the rubble
Look at
unconscious,
me.
Ani
good.
turns from stone to flesh, and
I'm sorry, I was insulting AW's
Why
girl.
is she so mean to me? You're a bitch.
so Ani turns from stone to flesh and kind of looks at you guys and regards you, and her tail flicks back and forth as she kind of looks at you.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
Thank you for saving her brother.
I admire your conviction in letting your brother die, so... I was kind of fond of him, though, so...
So you knew him before this?
No, I just thought he was hilarious, watching him kind of...
Watching him run around with his sword.
I'm kind of interested in maybe remaining with you for a while, so perhaps this is my way of getting you to not sell me.
To the jeweler?
Can you imagine if McFlanagan got his hands on Ani?
That'd be a good TV show.
Ani
Ani and McFlanagan.
Oh, what crazy antics will they get into today? As she shoots lasers out of her eyes. Whoa! Alright. Well, I would be happy. We would be happy to bring you with us.
Oh, good.
Do you
How about you not try and throw me?
I apologize.
Did you see what I did to the flesh golem?
I did.
Yeah, I could do that to you.
Okay. If we could not do that,
Sure.
that would be super.
Well,
But if we could keep it on hold for potentially another...
Maybe.
Okay. Do you prefer to travel in your onyx form or your flesh form? I'll carry you around if you'd like.
Okay.
In the backpack?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I like tight spaces.
Whatever you want,
It's
Ani.
comforting. I'm in them a lot, so...
Ani, do you have any information on that orb? Is there anything...
That shit blew up this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
It's using its paw to, like, gesture. This shit blew up.
Well, have you ever seen an orb like that before or anything?
It's actually just a regular crystal ball as far as I can tell. I
It was
don't know.
just charged with whatever
Probably
spell
charged
they were.
with some badass spell.
Okay. Is there any residual of the spell that you can tell? Anything?
There's a lot of magic around, yeah, but it's not doing anything else. It's just, that's a torrent of magical energy that's not going to dissipate quickly.
Do you by chance detect the specter?
No.
Someone forgot.
Should
I
we?
turned the store.
I didn't forget the specter.
I haven't.
Should we be concerned?
Well, he might be free now.
That's
Which
good.
really is quite hilarious.
I figured you would enjoy that.
A little bit. Yeah.
Well, shouldn't we heal my brother and then collect our things and move away from
He
the...
could be internally bleeding. That might be a thing. So yeah, you might want to heal him.
It could be.
That's
do
not
we-
really my skill.
Well, how do I do it?
How do I might fish?
How do I heal my brother?
Well,
you
you're
do
gonna
have the
just-
Cure Light Wounds spell. So it should be on your spell list, which is your second.
We could just all dump our potions.
I was
on
going
it,
to say,
too.
you guys have healing potions.
We have healing
too,
potions.
So.
I have a
Alright.
spell as well.
And Amy's got
Use
Lay
it
on
now.
Hands. She's got Cure Light Wounds.
I think I got Cure Light Wounds.
I can stab things.
You can stab. You are good.
I
Cure wounds.
Mm-hmm. You guys had 8 healing potions, so
What is this healing
Well, we'll probably head
word?
back to town.
healing word is a combat type.
Oh, okay.
Is
So
a
that's
combat
not
type,
fair.
yeah.
Okay, so we should all get together and heal Aelin.
I don't know
How
who
do we
you're
do?
talking to.
This is what we're doing.
Did it crash?
The chat did. The chat part crashed.
Yeah, I crashed the rest of OBS too.
Ah!
Well, I mean, OBS is still running. I don't understand. They can still see us, though.
Yeah, but
But they can't hear.
No, they can hear us too.
Oh, okay.
They can still
called
hear us. I do need you guys, Stag or somebody. I need you guys to tell me if the video is still in sync. Look at the words coming out of my mouth and tell me if the video is still in sync.
Is he NSYNC or is he 98 degrees?
Maybe Boys to Men.
no, Backstreet
No.
Boys.
Boyz II Men was a significantly better boy band.
Whoa.
Like they were like the original. They're really a men band, actually.
A men
A
band.
man band?
Well, they were boys, and then they became men. It was Boys to Men.
Said it's fine.
Oh, it's all good. All right, we're just gonna fuck it. I don't even care. We're just gonna let it sit there and do its thing. We'll just.
All right.
We don't necessarily need chat in,
No.
so let's just keep going.
And in the meantime, my brother might be dying.
Well, yeah, but we had
Touching
OBS
it.
issues.
Yeah, we did have OBS issues.
Okay, well, now I can't.
about your brother.
Yes, everybody felt terrible when he died, except possibly for you.
While
let him
she's
die.
healing her brother, Ani, is there any other information you can give us that you're willing to give us?
What do you want to know?
Are you able to tell where the portal took the Dwelf and her other brother?
Nah.
It was worth a shot.
Do you have any idea?
You might be able to track him.
Do you have a way to do that?
I don't know, but I'm sure you can find like a fucking dude to do it.
A dude to do it. All right.
There's like magic. There's divination magic.
Yeah.
I know you're just like a basic dude that just uses a sword and tries to cut shit, but there's magic in this world.
There's. Thank
Yeah.
you. I did not know that.
Yeah. When I shoot shit out of my eyes, that's magic.
Ani, is there anything you can tell us about yourself that you're willing to tell us?
That wouldn't be any fun.
I didn't think so. All right, Ani. Well then, would you like to hop into my pack?
I certainly would.
All right.
So the Onyx Cat, he hops up onto your shoulder and climbs into your pack, and you don't feel the move anymore. So, Mother, I'm assuming you're just going to heal Aelin.
I am. Do I have to do anything special to do?
Do you want her to roll?
Do you want to use potions, or do you want to use your magic?
Well, if probably magic,
Okay.
because it's not like a discernible wound that we could put potion on.
So it's a 1d8 plus your spell casting ability, which I think is Wisdom. So your first You do it. You look at what your Wisdom modifier is.
I don't see it on here.
Your Wisdom is right there.
Well,
Oh, I was
modifier.
looking at those. So
So your
plus
modifier is plus 4. Yep. So you roll a 1d8 plus 4.
kill him again.
Ooh, pretty good.
His roll is pretty high. That's not a d8, though.
Oh, that's the
I rolled a
one.
9.
That's the one
I rolled the
AW
wrong
gave
one.
me.
I'm sorry.
It was a good roll.
What did I give her?
Too.
Mom's so good at this, she rolls 9.
Oh, I gave her a 9. My bad.
Oh,
She's still got a 7 on
7.
it, so.
Plus 4.
So yeah, you quickly run to your brother's aid, and are elated. I'm sure that he is still alive and breathing. You go ahead and do your fucking whatever druid voodoo
Right.
magic. Oh, holy tree spirit, heal my brother. I'm just paraphrasing really what it is.
Yes, because
Except that's in Elvish, I'm sure, because
Yes,
it's a
it
draconic
is.
type magic, yes.
yes.
And
he's coming around. And
he
he's
is,
looking
yes.
pretty
Aelin
good.
does. He opens his eyes, and you're very excited about this. You're glad.
I am. Apparently, nobody else is.
I'll bet you that BNT is pretty excited that Aelin's alive. So.
Thank you.
So Aelin, he does come around, his eyes open slowly, and he blinks a few times, and he looks at you, and he goes, "Dearest sister."
And I say, dear brother, thank God you're alive.
I thought I told you to save the women.
I did, but apparently the onyx cat saved you.
That murderous thing?
No.
The kind.
The little onyx cat?
The onyx cat. No, he's right.
Okay, yes, the murderous...
He's right.
Yes, the murderous cat, Aelin.
Does my brother know anything about that cat?
Well, he was there when you guys found it, and he's been watching you guys, and he watched it shoot laser fire
He
into
doesn't
the...
have any prior
No, he has no idea.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, that's fantastic that cat saved me. I thought it just wanted to kill things.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Dearest sister, we need to find Etrian.
Well, really? Do we
Can't
need
we just
to
let
do
him rot in the hole?
He's trying to destroy the government that we built our entire business through.
Oh, that is true.
We must find him.
Without the government, it will be chaotic and
I think
He'll
Ani would
slander
like
our name.
yes.
I think Ani would like the chaos that involved with the downfall of the government.
You need to maintain that cat's good mood.
Okay. Well, we'll just let him murder something
like
every once in a
not
while, and it
throwing
should be
it.
fine.
Yes, not throwing it would be good.
No, I'm not going to throw him anymore. Ani and I are...
Still think that was the best.
You hear Ani say, "Wise decision."
Ani and I are tight. We're tight.
Okay.
It's actually just about this moment here as you're having your reunion, even though it was only a mere few hours before with Alan.
Still.
That you see a little African-American head pop up over the stones. It's Tyrese. He's like, "Holy shit, you guys aren't dead!"
Were you able to get your friends to safety?
I did, and shit blew up.
Yeah. How much devastation was there?
Half the cemetery's gone, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
You haven't seen a specter wandering around, have you?
You know, I think little Willie's off killing people.
Great.
Yeah, I know that you guys were kind of nervous with him, and I just saw a green streak shoot off after that explosion earlier. It was headed towards the suburban district.
Is that by chance where Subway Inn is?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Uh-oh.
You see that Tyrese actually has a pack, like a bunch of bags over his shoulder. He's like, I was just getting the stuff for you guys, so...
Yeah. Better be getting
Oh.
it for us.
Yeah.
There's where our
I'm not
trash-
helping you out. No problem. I was just coming to make sure you were alright, not to take your stuff.
Yeah.
Except
You
that
walk
you
with
appear
me.
to have some of our stuff
We would be
already.
happy to share some of it with you.
Oh,
That's true. He did help us.
Okay.
Yeah, you did help us.
I'll carry this shit for you then.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. He can't run very fast, especially if
That's
he's got
true.
multiple.
He's got all that stuff.
And plus, Nameless and I over here, we've got arrows. we can plug him in the leg if he takes off, so it's fine.
I gotta say, I totally expected you guys to be dead, but it's good that you're not.
Have you been in contact with anyone like Giuliani or?
You know, some of the guards were milling around. I told them I was like, hey, I work for you guys now, undercover. Go get Columbo. But yeah, they didn't really listen to me.
Are they anywhere near here?
Oh, there's a few guards around. They're like, what the fuck happened to this?
To the cemetery.
Yeah.
Would you go flag one of them down for us?
Talk about desecration of corpses, guys.
There's fucking bones everywhere.
It's-
It's fine. It's fine.
Zombies ain't got nothing on you guys. Anyway, Tyrese is like, well, I'll follow you guys out.
All right. Is there anything? There's nothing left, is there?
The area is pretty well pulverized by that explosion. So
And like the altar that they were at?
completely blown apart. It looked like it was probably a sarcophagus from what you that they were using as kind of an
A
altar.
makeshift altar?
Yeah, but it's in you wouldn't even be able to find it at this point. It's
Okay.
probably just dust and debris.
If we carefully examine the area, is there any clue as to what we're supposed to do next to track these two scallywags?
Well, if we talk to... What did you just call them? Scallywags? Are we... Is there a... Well, I guess there is the harbor nearby. We came off the boat. So, alright. I'll take Scallywag. That's fine.
Scallywag.
Anyways,
Any
I'm sure Columbo has some
as
magical
far
services.
as tracking where the individuals have gone, I don't know. You do have an expert tracker with you.
Yeah, but she's not... It was a magical portal that they went through.
It's interesting that she's been. You guys don't really know how she tracked the mage here in the first place.
There may or may not have been a fabulous.
His name is... Never mind.
Not. I don't know.
Matthias.
Matthias.
Oh, boy.
Is that what you were going to pronounce that as? Matt?
I was going to
Matthias.
call him Tarek the Cleric.
Matthias.
Matthias.
Alright, Matthias.
Matthias. He is in town. We shall go and talk to him and see.
Alright.
okay.
So you've been using this guy to track people?
Yeah.
Dwarfs and...
No, just that
Just
asshole
this
that
one.
blew up my
Just-
shit.
Alright. How do you know this cleric?
So Matthias and her met in Dwarftopia many, many years ago.
Is he a dwarf?
He's a dwarf.
He's a
actually.
dwarf. Okay.
Um,
That's interesting. A dwarf cleric.
yeah.
Really?
So you can probably ask him more questions when you go to meet him.
Alright.
They met many, many years ago in Dwarftopia when she was very young. So
He was like my baby daddy.
You realize what you just said, right?
it's kind of weird.
That's kind
Especially.
Well, when you meet him, I think.
Yeah, we'll see that. We'll see how that goes. So, anything else you guys want to do in the? I mean, probably wake up the noblewoman.
Yeah, that was the next thing I was going to
just
ask.
gonna leave him.
Are the noble women
I'm sure
okay?
they're fine.
They're pretty shell shocked.
Physically,
they're fine.
They're fine. Okay.
They've got some rope burns around their neck from.
Well, I was going to say that's why I wanted Tyrese to go get the guards, so the
Yes.
guards can get them.
So the authorities can come
Authorities,
handle these.
They're guards, really. They're guards.
Oh, okay.
They're dumb guards. They're not. There's no authority. there.
Tyrese says, "They ain't gonna listen to me, man. Look at me. Look at me. They ain't gonna listen.
Maybe
to
you
me.
should have taken that armor. I know you wanted to stay undercover.
I need a badge." Tyrese offers to kind of like help with lead the women.
Okay.
The noblewomen, as they're waking up, I mean, they seem pretty dazed and emotionally broken. You know, they're kind of just not really. They're just going through the motions. They're standing up, and I mean, they politely say thank you, but they're just
Useless.
There's nothing you can tell us about the dwarf that captured you?
they don't really seem to talk to you much. I mean, you can try to persuade one of them to talk if you want to use some persuasion,
Talk to me.
comforting,
Maybe some laser eyes?
comforting.
No, that's
Onyx Mountain's hat.
Yeah, I was going to say Onyx is like... What?
at this point. I'm pretty sure they don't want to see anything magic at all.
I'll roll a
Turn into a
persuasion
lion
check.
and talk to them.
I'll say that, it's kind of a softer, kind of emotional type of persuasion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna...
So sorry, is this happening?
Well, yeah, that's why it's persuasion, not fucking
Yeah,
intimidation.
don't intimidate him. Although that might be really successful. So just roll a 1.
No, it's a 3. Plus
Oh, dear.
8, so it's
So
an
I'm
11.
sorry your babies are dead.
No, it's an 11.
Oh, 11?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right, you have a plus
because
8.
I have a plus 8. So I'm a little
All
more
right,
tactful.
you're more tactful than that.
Do I get to intimidate them?
What do you want to ask him?
Do you remember being captured?
So one of the women that looks like a little bit stronger stock,
Mhm.
she looks like she's a little bit more emotionally there. She's probably been through some shit before.
She's seen some
She's
shit.
seen some shit. She kind of looks over at you and says, most of us don't even recall really what happened. I mean, it was like we met an old friend, and then suddenly, we were having a good time with our old friend, and I don't even remember who he is now. And then we were here, and
But you remember the babies dying. I'm helping.
not tactful.
Not tactful at
I'm
all.
helping.
No.
You're not. Would you go find Tarek the cleric?
Matthias the Fabulous, please.
Yes, the fabulous. So it was like you're seeing an old friend, and you don't remember anything else. They didn't say anything, or
A lot of stuff. I know that he and the young George Clooney were. Salt and pepper. We're talking about the government, and I don't know. They were madman stuff.
madman stuff.
Yes.
All right.
They want to destroy or overthrow the government. They hate King Obama.
Okay.
Obama!
Thanks, Obama. They kept saying thanks,
Yeah,
Obama, for
yeah.
some reason.
They're going, fucking national cleric care. Thanks, Obama.
One of them stubbed his toe, and he was like, "Thanks, Obama." All right.
Yeah, she doesn't really have much
Clearly,
of
these
a
women are not going to put us.
Well, it's. I mean, you have to remember that they were.
No, but I'm just saying if the most cogent of the group doesn't really have anything to offer at this point.
Well, they were mind
Almost wonder
controlled
why
too.
you saved them at all, right?
It doesn't matter. It all worked out. It's fine. I feel like Ani would have went and saved the women if she
Nope.
had saved. No, Ani
Nope.
would have been like,
They would have been
burn.
fucking dead. Dead.
You could tell us that.
You would have fucking lived with that. Ani rewarded you for your altruism.
Actually, that's true because I got my brother back.
You did.
anyway.
Which is odd that Ani would care about that.
Interesting.
It is
Interesting.
interesting.
Isn't it?
It is.
Ani's an interesting character. I like Ani. I want a real life Ani, to be honest.
Me too.
I think we should gather up our things
All right.
and head out.
Basically start leaving the cemetery
And
at this point, yeah.
The nameless one.
When
here,
did you get put in
but-
charge of this?
Because I'm a noble. So lead on, nameless person.
Aelin says, I think my dearest sister has a point. We should get out of here. Where's my sword? Where's my...
well, now that the head of your household has spoken for you.
Tyrese finds Aelin's sword
I
and
was
says,
going
here,
to say,
here you
really,
go, sir.
yes.
Thank
he
you,
needs
black
a
man.
Wow.
Tyrese is like, I'm used to it. It's fine.
You're welcome, white man.
We don't mean it disrespectfully.
No, I'm sure you don't.
We just don't have any black men in our shire.
I bet you guys got a lot of black men in your shire. Not really doing much but work, but... Yeah. Because you're terrible nobles.
Why is Box Topper over there freaking out?
So we're leaving.
One of the Clooney's exports is a fabric, I think. I forget what kind of fabric it is. Anyway. Moving on. So you guys gather everybody up.
I'm going to point everyone to the disclaimer
Yeah,
up
there's
top.
definitely a fucking disclaimer there. If Mez is here, he's probably...
No, he's not here right now.
So you guys get out of the crater, basically. Tyrese kind of leads the way for the most part because he's picked a trail out. And it's literally just pure destruction. You guys make it to that stairwell, and the stairs are just completely shattered and broken apart. So it does take a little bit of climbing, but you're all able to kind of help each other up and get out. When you get to what was technically the surface, you see just dirt, gravestones just flung in all directions for quite a ways. I mean, it was a pretty hefty explosion. You shudder to kind of think of how big it really could have been.
Do
Just
I
sitting
still have this statue with me?
You do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have it still. Might come useful when tracking down.
That's why I wrote it down.
And
It might be useful here.
you guys start to exit the cemetery, and as you're leaving the cemetery, you do spot a couple of guards that are like pointing at shit's blowing on. You spot a couple of guards. You actually see a middle-aged woman walking up to the gravedigger's hut,
Oh.
Oh, dear.
knocking on the door.
That's not good.
Yeah. So